Welcome everybody to another Big Brain Puzzles. This is MBW, the Megabit Warrior, and today we are going to be playing 3 in the Spotlight. It's one of my favorite REM songs, the That's Me in the Corner, That's Me in the Spotlight. And holy cow, this, I was seeing that it was getting a lot of good reviews on this puzzle, and I love Fog of War puzzles, but I was looking at these, the number of rules, and usually I would get terrified at the number of rules, but this one actually seems a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and get into it really quick, and I'm going to go through the rules because the link will be in the description below. And if you've never seen a Big Brain Puzzles, we do these videos every other Sunday, and the link is in the description. So if you want to play alongside, or if you want to pause this video and play yourself, or if you want to race me, or just watch me fail at this, or do very well, because I'm going to do very well, then yeah, this is super fun. I love these type of puzzles. It's basically Sudoku, but like variant Sudokus. So I'm going to go through the rule set, and if you want to play along, again, that is in the description. So normal Sudoku rules apply, meaning you fill the grid such that the digits 1 through 9 appear in each row, each column, and every 3x3 box, every 3x3 grid. And that's normal Sudoku. But there's also some additional rules. One of them is 3 in the corner, 3 in the spotlight. Meaning that every 3x3 box, which is, if you see the bold lines, these are showing the split of the 3x3s. But every 3x3 box must have a 3 in the center or in one of the 4 corners. So basically, it can never be any of those. It's pretty cool. Every whisper, every instance of a constraint, which means either it be a single dot or a single line, a single cage, it must include at least 3, which is crazy. That this is the part that I was like, I'm doing this puzzle. Like that was the the rule where I was like, ooh, this one seems fun to do on a recording. So what this means is if there's like a line, or if there's like this dot right here, that means it requires there to be a 3 within this, which is freaking awesome. It's going to come into play, and I'm so excited. I don't know what that was. All right, must include 1 3. There's also a rule, 3's company, which every 3 must be horizontally adjacent, i.e. to the left or right, to at least one multiple of 3. So let me see if I could show you. So like if there was like a 3 here, that means the one, or maybe both of them, would have to have a 6 or a 9 next to it. If there's a 3 next to it. That's pretty cool. Because it's 3's company too. I can 3 clearly now. The fog is gone. Meaning the grid is currently covered in fog. So if you notice all these gray areas right here, that is fog. And so when you put a correct digit, so right now, let's just say if we put a correct digit here, let me see, placing a correct digit in any cell on the grid will clear the fog from that cell. But placing a 3 correctly will also clear fog from cells elsewhere in the grid, which is cool. So if I get this one right, then it doesn't necessarily get rid of any fog. But let's just say this was the correct area for the 3. It could reveal fog over here or over here. This is basically like an adventure type Sudoku. So that's going to be the key to like kind of breaking down this puzzle, is placing the 3s. All right, digits along a pink line cannot repeat and must form consecutive sets of numbers. So if we see a pink line, that means, let's just say it's 3 digits long, it would have to be consecutive. So it could be like 4, 5, 6, or 9, 8, 7. It could be 2, 3, 4. We don't know. Adjacent digits along a green line must differ by at least 5. Okay, so we have some green lines. Every set of 3 adjacent digits on a striped teal line contains 1 digit from each of the sets. Oh my God. So basically, let's just say it's a 3-digit line. If this is a 1, 2, 3, or sorry, 1, 4, 7, that means a 1, 4, 7 can't be in here because it has to be one of the next ones. And so if it goes longer, for example, like it could repeat, but like it's going to repeat every 3. It's an odd one, but it's going to be crazy. All right, digits cannot repeat within a cage. So when we see a killer cage, cannot repeat, and must sum to the small number in the corner. So if the killer cage has, like, let's just say this is a killer cage. If it has a 10 on the corner, it means that the sum of all the digits in the cage must equal that corner digit. But say, for example, you have this. Usually you can have like one of the same number, but it says that it cannot have a repeating number within it. All right. Last rules. Cells separated by a white dot must contain digits that are consecutive. And then also cells separated by a black dot must contain digits where one is double the other. That is a lot of rules, but it's going to be fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead and put the timer. Again, play alongside, click the link. It's a lot of fun to play these, but let's see if I can get this puzzle done. So let's go ahead and put on the timer, and let's do it. All right, so first thing that I would want to do is, we know based on the rule set up here, it says that any of these rules right here, again, single dot, single line, single cage, they're going to have the number 3 in it. So we know that one of these has to be a 3. Well, we already knew that the puzzle is saying it has to be on the center or the corners of the grid. So if there's a 3 in here, the only overlap is this one right here. So this is a 3, and then this is a 6, because this has to be a double of whatever digit it has to be, and it can't go down, but it can definitely go up. All right. So we have the pink line. What was the pink line again? It was just consecutive, right? Digits along a pink line cannot repeat and must form a set of consecutive numbers. Okay. So actually, this is going to be the same thing. We know that the 3s have to be on one of these digits, and it said every line, every dot, and everything's going to have a 3 in it. So since this 3 is seeing that this is not on the line, this is the only place the 3 can go in this grid, or on the line, I mean. Oh, it's going crazy. All right, so we at least know that there's going to be a 3 somewhere right here. I just want to kind of point that out. And then this has to be consecutive. Oh, you know what? Also, one of these is has to be a 6 or a 9. This one is seeing this 6 right here, so this can only be a 9. But we don't know if it's a 9 or that a 6 is not entirely there because, you know, there's one right here. So what's interesting about, oh, wait, actually, I was just literally going to say about the 3 again. They have to be on these digits. So yeah, this can't be a 3. So the 3 has to go right here. Oh, that's that striped teal one that they were talking about. Okay. Okay. So this 3 is seeing this. This is either going to be a 4 or a 2, which means that this has to be the 6 or the 9. We don't know which one it is, but it has to be a multiple of it that's a horizontally adjacent to it. So because we know this can't be a 6 or a 9, it has to be right here. Let's see how many digits this can go, because this has to be consecutive. So can it reach 9? Let me see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It cannot ever get to 9. So that is never a 9. And it's not a 6. So that means this one has to be a 6 or a 9. And I'm placing that there because now we know that there cannot be a 6 or a 9 anywhere else in this column. So that's a interesting tidbit. So like, say for example, like if we're trying to think like where the 3 is in here, right? Right now this 3 is seeing this 3. This 3 is seeing this. But this 3 could have a 6, 9 here, or a 6, 9 here. I'm going to place that there has to be a 3 here, meaning there has to be a 3 here. Actually, I'm already forgetting the rules. Since there has to be a 3 up here, that means there is a 3 here. Oh, look at that. We're seeing that this line is a really big consecutive line. It at least goes this far. Let me see, how many digits is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that all 9? Seriously? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. That's crazy. Because it's 9, or because it's 9. Because there's 9 digits, that means there has to be a 3 in it. Well, there can't be a 3 in this grid, and there can't be a 3 in this because the 3's are already taken in there. So that means the only place that the 3 can go is actually here. This is crazy. I actually thought we were going to be breaking down the fog like a little bit slower than this, but it's actually like picking up pretty well, which is interesting. I see that this has a killer, by the way. It's killer, man, killer. All right, so we know that this has to be a 6 or a 9. We don't know which one it is. Not quite yet, do we know? Not quite yet. This digit's interesting because whatever this is can't go in here because it's in the same grid. It can't be that because it's seeing that. So it has to be here. Because this is also not it, by the way. So that's interesting. Anyways, this 3 is seeing this one right here. So the 3 did end up being here. Which is going to reveal even more. More. Okay. All right. I don't know what I'm doing. What was the teal again? Teal is... Oh, the teal is that one weird one where basically it like jumps around like crazy. Okay. I don't know if I want to do that exactly yet, but either way, we know that there's going to be a 6 or a 9 on one of these, or it could be both of them. We don't know. And again, there's going to be one around there. Yeah. This is so fun. I actually really like this puzzle so far. This is like probably one of my favorite ones I've done in a long time. I'm already having like it's like super cool. Anyways, so let's maybe look at the green really quick. So this is a German whisper, so basically it has to be different by at least 5. So that means it's going to bounce back and forth between a high number to a low number, in other words. And by the way, there's a 3 somewhere right here. Actually, let me just label that really quick. So that means there's probably a 6 or a 9 somewhere right here, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to put that there. Make sure I don't forget. Anywho, it's going to go high to low. So say for example, I'm going to color them. Let's just say that the low, I think a mosquito bit me or something. Dang it. Bamboozled. Let's just put the blue in as low. So it's going to go low, high, low. And then we'll do this as high. So a high number being it's above 5 digits, or above 5, like 6, 7, 8, 9. And then low is below 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Because there's 3 here already, what I'm trying to show is, because we know it has to go like this, like these are going to be low numbers. And actually, I'll just go ahead and label them just so that we know exactly where we're at. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, or a 1, 2, or 4. These ones are actually going to be these digits. The only thing is I do want to put a 6 here, a 6 here, because we don't know exactly if it's not going to have, like, if or is or going to have a 6, but we're not entirely sure. But we at least know that these ones don't have a 6 because this one's already taken in that row. Okay. So I wanted to do that because I'm curious how low this is. I want to say that this is going to be a higher pink line. And let's just see how many digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's 7 digits here. What I'm thinking, because this has to be consecutive, these two are kind of throwing it off a little bit, but come with my journey. It means that at least I know that 4 has to be in here, because we know for sure that there's a 3 in here. So that means there's a 4 somewhere. I'm just going to label it. I know this part has a 5 because none of these digits can be a 5. And I want to say that there has to be a 6 as well. Oh yeah, because it's 7. So like, even if it starts at 1, there has to be a 6. 6 cannot go here. So that means there has to be a 6 here, which is good news that we're kind of eliminating a little bit here. So that means that there is no 6 there. Now, can either of these be 7? If this is 7, like, let's just say if this is 7, that means it has to be a 1 or 2. Yeah, that works. Never mind. This definitely can't be 4, though. Because then these will both be 9, and it can't be both 9. But this could be 4, 9, and the 4s can be still there. So that works. So this has to have a 7 too. What I'm trying to figure out is, does it have a 2? I don't think I can say. Because even if a 2 is there, there could still be a possibility that the 2 can go here somewhere. Dang. One thing I know is kind of cool is if there is a 7 here, that means this would have to be the 8 or 9. I mean, like, this would be a 8-9 double, which is pretty cool. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Again, these are consecutive, so I know that this one has a 5 somewhere. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe let's go back to the teal. What is the teal again? Teal is the adjacent. Okay. So again, every 3 has to be one of these. So we have the 3, 6, 9 right here, which means this cannot be a 3, 6, 9. Because basically that's one of the digits. So like, yeah. Well, there it is. Okay. So that is not a 6, 9. But meaning these actually don't have a 6, 9 in it, because this would have to be the third one, but the line stops, and it stops both ways. So this one is actually never a 7 or 8. This is always a 6 or a 9 right here. And now we have it both in the grid. Now, if this is a 6, can this ever be 4? I mean, not 4. Can this be 6? That's what I'm trying to say. If this is 6, the 1 can be there, which could mean that this could go there. So, okay. But on the flip side, can this ever be a 4? And that's a no, because then both of these would have to be 9. So, no. It would have to be a 1 or a 2. Okay. So we know for sure that this is a 6 or a 9 up here. So we know for sure here. There's no more digits here. No more digits here. Possibly could have a 6 or a 9 here. I was trying to see if this has to be a 9, but we don't actually know right here yet. We know that there's going to be a 3 down here. Yeah, okay. Let's go here. So how many digits is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 5 digits. So can it ever have a 6 in it? If there is a 6 on the line, that's seen there. We know that this has to be a 6 or a 9, and there has to be a 6 or a 9 here. So that means the 6 is called for in here, which means there is no 6 here. So now that I know that there's no 6s anywhere on this line, and it's a 5-digit line, that means the only digits on this line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I don't know why I put the 3, because the 3 is right there. We already have it on the line. But now we know that all the low numbers are there. So we could put all the high numbers here. 7, 8, 9. And again, 6 can't go here, but 6 can go somewhere right here. All right. I don't know why, but I'm just going to label these as like low digits. Ah, well, there's 5 in here, so I can't really say those are low. Yeah, ew. Never mind. I was going to say, I don't know if this is going to help us at all, but it doesn't really look like it is helping us to label it that way. Yeah, that's not really helping me. Okay. Well, let me just make sure that I label this the way I was saying. So this digit, again, we know that it has to be here. So that means we know that this digit, whatever it is, has to be up here. Oh, this is an interesting fact. Check this out. Check this out. This is cool. This is really nice. This is a clever part of the puzzle. I actually think that this might be the key to this part, and it's beautiful. So whatever this digit is, it has to be here because of the line, right? Meaning that it has to be here. Well, we don't know which number it is, 2 or 4. However, what we do know is that both of these are seeing this entire line. So if it's seeing the entire line, and we know that this is a 7-digit line, can this line ever not have a 4? Obviously, if it starts at 1 or whatever, it's going to go past 4, but can it go the other way? So if it goes like 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So in other words, this has to have a 4 in it, which means this is a 2. That's pretty cool. So meaning we know for sure that the 2 is up here. Meaning, since the 2 is saying this, we know now that this is a 3 through 9 digit. So let's go ahead and mark those, because I think that's crucial that we mark it. I'm just gonna like actually mark it here. So again, 5 we know has to go here. There does have to be a 6. It does have to go in here. 7 we don't know exactly where it's going to go, so it's going to go here somewhere. Same as 8 and same as 9. Okay, just want to do that so that we can clear up these like pencil markings so it actually looks a little bit better. Actually, it doesn't really look better. I don't know why I thought that was going to look better, but it did not. Either way, that's freaking awesome that we know that it's not going to have a 1 or a 2, in other words, because the 1 and 2 are up here, in other words. Meaning, because again, since we know that there's a 2 up there, that means there can't be a 1 down here. So that means that this can never be the 4. Just going to get rid of that, 'cause this is kind of obvious now. But meaning this has to have the 4, so this can never be a 4. We can actually make this our high number. Ha 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 ha. Okay. This 2 is seeing this one up here, so this is our 1. All right. 1 is pretty low, so this actually still could actually be a 6. Sadly, that did not help us. Since this is a 3, plus 5 means that it can never be a 7. So this is 8, 9 right here. So this is our 7 of this row. Which now we can get rid of some of the pencil markings. And if it's a 2, yep, still works. Okay, just want to make sure it worked. Oh wait, the 3 was there the whole time? Oh my god. Yeah, that could have never been a 7. What's wrong with me, Michael? It's okay. It's okay. We got there. We got there eventually. We got there. We can. All is right in the world. I guess I really don't need this green color anymore. Just don't want to confuse anybody with random color coding. Ow. Okay. All right, so the 1, 2 is seeing this. That means our 1 is down here somewhere. Don't know where. I don't know where Carmen Sandiego is either. Oh, you know what? Since this is a 1, 2, we know that the 4, 5 has to be here. Yeah. This 7 I know that there has to be a 7 down here. Meaning there has to be a 7 right here. Oh, I'm dumb. Literally, this has to have a 7 in it. Since the 7 is seeing this, and I just concluded that this can't be a 7, that means this is our 7 up here, which means our 7 is here. Let's go ahead and clean some pencil marking really quick. All right, now that we have our 7 concluded here, I mean, 7 can't go here. 7 has to go up here. Trying to see if like the teal line has something for us. It really doesn't. I guess one thing that you can conclude from here is because it's teal, there has to be that there's just one 4 7, right? So if we know that this is a 7, that means down here we know that it's either going to be a 1 or a 4. However, the 1 is already called for at the grid, so that means this is going to have a 4, meaning this is not a 4, this is a 2. Crazy. And this is not 4 anymore. Do I have anything right here? Well, we know that the 4 cannot be in this diagonal anymore. So these can possibly be 4. It's kind of cool. The other one is the 5 and the 8. So same logic here. If the 5 is up here, that means the 8's going to be down here. But I don't know which way it's going to go. Like this could be the 8 down here and then the 5 up here, but it could be the 5 down here and the 8 up here. We don't know yet. But what we do know is, oh no. I was just going to say if this was an 8, that means the 5 would have to go over here, but we can't really say that because 5 could go here. Though if this did have a 5, the 8 would have to go there. Interesting. I like this puzzle so far. This is really good. This is a really, really good puzzle. Okay. Okay, we have our 1. Can this ever be 4? It can. I don't want to not call it there, so I should label it just in case so I'm not confused about that. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know that this 3 is going to definitely reveal something down here. it's all this logic is trying to get to solving which, like, where the 3 is going to be. But I can't yet say where it's going to be. I just thought to myself, this digit is still going to be somewhere here. I mean, not, I'm sorry. That's not true. Sorry. Yes, definitely not true. I don't know what I was talking about. Um, huh. These two are the same digit, right? Because this one's seen. Maybe I should choose a different color. Yeah, let's just do that. What I wanted to show was because these are kind of like broken a little bit, I at least know that this one here has to go somewhere here. And this one also has to go. Oh no, it could go here. Damn. I was trying to prove to see like if there had to be the 9 here. But it actually doesn't need to be. This is 6. This is 6. 9 is always here. If this is 9, oh my god, what am I doing? Of course this is a 6. I have a freaking 8, 9. Oh my god. I am so sorry that I slept on that one. That was like such a newbie mistake right there. I'm ashamed that like I even went through the puzzle that long without even like what is wrong with me? Oh my god. Anyways, we know that this has to have a 6 in it now that we have the uh oh wait. I was gonna say it has to go here, but let's just say the 3 is here. We still haven't proven that the 9 can't go here. So a 6 could go here, and this could be a 3 and a 9. In other words, it doesn't necessarily mean that. Okay. Well then. Um, I am. How long was that there? I'm like, because once we did the 7 and stuff, I think we could have did that like a long time ago. Such an idiot, Michael. Idiot. Okay. Okay. So we know that there has to be an 8 on this line. 8 is here, so it can't be there. So this is our 8. Which means this is our 9. I know, I'm about to get the 3 in a second, but just clean up a little bit. Man, okay. That detracted me a little bit. I apologize for all the inconvenience I ever done to you guys. No, actually, let's just get rid of these just so that it's cleaner. So you could see what I'm about to say. All right, so now that we finally proved that the 9 is here based on simple logic that I should have got a second ago, we now know that this has to be the 6, and the reason being is because the 3 has to be in one of these two. But now we proved that none, like this one can't be the 6 or the 9. So wherever we put the 3 here, that means the 6 or the 9 has to be next to it, which would be here, but the 9 can't be that digit. So in other words, this is our 6. And we have a 3/8 masterpiece over here. Beautiful. All right. Which means this is our, it's a naked single because we have all that right there. So this is our 1. So this is a 4 or 5. Just get rid of this pencil marking. Okay, the 1 sees that up here. That means the 1 has to be here, meaning 1 has to go somewhere up here. I was hoping that I was going to do something with the teal, but never mind. It did not. It did not. All right. We know that the 8 has to go here. I was just going to say, if I can know where the 8 is here, I bet you it would link down here. That's probably what's going to happen in the puzzle. Okay. All right. I was talking about spoilers. We'll get to that then. Just can't do it yet. Damn. Okay. Let us... All right. We know that there's going to be a 9 down here. There's to be a 6 down here. 9 is going to go somewhere here. But we don't know what we don't know. What's the digits again? 1, 4, and 7. And then 2, 5, 8. Again, that means the 5 and the 8s are up here. Not sure. Maybe, okay. If this is a 5, this would be a 4. Which make this the 5. Could still be a 5 there. Didn't exactly go what I was trying to say, so never mind. We know that the 6 has to go somewhere here. The 7 as well. Can't go here, so 7 has to go here. Damn. I don't know exactly how. So we know the 3 is going to go here. Oh my god. No way. I forgot about that one rule. We said that the 3 was going to be down here like forever ago. And the only digit that it could be is right here. So of course it's going to go right here. Oh my god. Guys, I could have did that a long time ago. No. Why? Why am I so stupid? Okay. Oh my god, what's that? A 10? Okay. So this is a killer Sudoku, meaning it has to sum up to the thingy-majob. So this is not a 6 in other words, meaning this is not a 6 down here. This is our 8. Jesus. Oh man. Okay. So this is a 1, 2, 4 up here. Okay, so that means this is our 5 here. 1. Oh my god, look how this is flowing now. That was like so easy. Even a caveman can do it. And then I just like messed everything up. So that's how you get the 8 down here. Okay, that means that's our 3 down here. And now the rest of it's revealed. And that's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight. Losing its religion. All right, it's consecutive, so it has to go somewhere right there. This is also consecutive, so it has to go somewhere right here. 2 is seeing this, so this is our 4. This is our 2. We know that there has to be a 6 or a 9 here, so we're going to go ahead and place that bookmark here. We also know down here this has to be a 6 or a 9. 6 is seeing this, so this has to be our 9 down here. Let's erase that right there. This is also a 10-digit thing right here, which means there can't be a 9 in here. So this is a 6, 3, 1. Let's get rid of this. 4 is seeing this, so this is our 5, 4. I don't want to put that in yet, so let's just do this for right now. Just clean it up. Actually, yeah, let me just clean up this entire, get rid of all the extra colors and stuff like that, so it's easier to see. All right, now it's just normal Sudoku. So, so 2 is going to see this. This is our 1. This is our 1. This is our 2 up here. All these digits are seeing this, so there's no longer a 1 or a 2, so it's a 4. That's a 1. That's a 2. This 4 right here is seeing here, and we said that there has to be a 4 here, so that's a 4, 5. Because we know that order now, again, it has to be every 3. So since this one is a one of the 1, 4, 7s, that means 1, 2, 3. This has to be a 1, 4, 7. So the only one it could be is a 7. That's an 8, 9, 8. Itch. This is our 7 because the 1 or the 5 is not there. So 7. 1 can't be there. Yep. There we go. could probably get some digits here. Let me just bookmark them. Yep. So that's our 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was like, which digit is it? I don't know why I wasn't seeing it. That's 8. All right, this is our 5 because we got the 4 up there. All right, so this is going to be a 5. 4. This is 4. 7 is here. And then 9 is here. So there it is, 6. All right, 2, 5, 1, 8, 7, 6, 1, 7, 6, 5, 5, and 7. Perfect. That was a cool puzzle. I should have did that way earlier than I did. I'm an awful player, apparently. It's kind of cool, though, that, like, the logic that I was getting to was making sense. Like, we were doing a lot of coverage, even though we actually could have just did the puzzle super quick. Like, insanely quick. Because a lot of the logic that we were figuring out down here, it would have been opened up if I would have just put the 3 in here, because then we could have played around with this, got this, and this would have went a lot smoother. Yeah, especially down here. This kind of went smooth once we did that. But it was a freaking cool puzzle. I really enjoyed this puzzle. Lots of rules, but the making the 3 like the primary like number to like mess around with, I thought was super unique, and I thought that was a lot of fun. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching another Big Brain Puzzles. Again, we do this every other Sunday, so if you like this, please subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, do all the things that a YouTuber does to support us lonely YouTubers, and it feeds my family. I'm just kidding. It doesn't, but but I appreciate it. Anyways, thank you guys again so much. I will see you guys next time for another Big Brain Puzzles. Later, guys.